So I wanted to show you guys something really historic here. This used to be a spot where a church used to sit back in the 1700s, but has since been gone. But it's now a place for memorials and everything like that. And yes, I did read the sign over there that has the rules and regulations. It doesn't say anything about filming, like not being able to film. But this is a, if you read that, Revolutionary War. So the Revolutionary War, I think some people don't really know that the United States was not what it is today. Back in the 1700s, back when the Revolutionary War happened, when the U.S. was fighting the British for independence, they were called the 13 colonies because back then the United States was under British rule under King Henry V, who was the king of the United Kingdom. And the 13 colonies was also part of the United Kingdom during the Revolutionary War until 1781, when the U.S. would get their own independence, but the war would continue with the British and U.S. fighting until 1783. So when the Treaty of Versailles was signed, I believe it was the Treaty of Versailles that ended the Rev War, which that's for short, Revolutionary War. General George Washington, who would later become President of the United States, would actually witness the signing, and the treaty would be signed by both a British general, a leader of the Royal Army, and another 13 colonies general. Some of the people who signed it were Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, as I believe it was. Of course, in 1781, a British general named General Cornwallis surrendered to the 13 colonies, ending the war on independence, but the war itself continuing. Major figures in the war, major historic figures, were future President George Washington, I believe James Madison, who would become the only military leader in presidency to lead the U.S. military during the War of 1812, which would be 24 to 25 years later. And also that war would be when the United States national anthem would be written at the end of the Battle of Baltimore. Of course, the Revolutionary War is one of the most historic wars. That would be the first time that the United States would fight the British and then gain its independence by fighting the British in different battles. Of course, the first one being Lexington and Concord, and the last one being Yorktown. But if you guys have any questions about the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, or any war, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I know a lot about the history of this, and if I don't know the history of them, I'll make sure I look online. I'll let you know that way. Thanks for watching, guys.